4 months ago from this YouTube poster who claimed someone with the same name.
Again at the shooting scene in Parkland, Florida. Good evening, Phil.
Good evening, Brett. The accused high school killer at this high school behind me, described as calm and cool by the Broward County Sheriff just in the past 40 minutes, updating the timeline of 19-year-old Nikolas Cruz's alleged timeline of terror. 2:21 p.m. yesterday, he starts shooting inside those hallways and classrooms, hitting 4 classrooms and wounding or killing students and teachers on 2 floors. He then flees on foot, blending in with the crowd, gets to a nearby Walmart, bought a soda, then meanders over to a nearby McDonald's and actually sits down for a time before deciding to go ahead and keep on walking. And it was only then, shortly thereafter, he was detained and arrested thanks to great police work that caught up with him.
Are you Nikolas Jacob Cruz?
Yes, ma'am.
19-year-old Nikolas Cruz, 5'7" and 131 pounds, faced a Florida magistrate this afternoon 24 hours after allegedly shooting and killing 17 boys, girls, and faculty at the high school that expelled him last year. Cruz is charged with 17 counts of premeditated murder and will remain held in Broward County custody.
So are you going to be held no bond?
Unlike other mass shooters who took their own lives, investigators say Cruz tried to escape, putting down his assault rifle and blending in with fleeing students from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. Inside the high school, heavily armed SWAT teams, police, and deputies cleared out each classroom, one by one, rescuing terrified students and teachers who had barricaded themselves and hid in closets.
Today's not any easier than yesterday was. All the victims' families have been notified.
At Thursday morning's update, the FBI confirmed it had been alerted to the suspect 4 months ago from this YouTube poster who claimed someone with the same name as the suspect said, quote, "I'm going to be a professional school shooter."
I knew that I couldn't just ignore that. So I screenshotted the comment, I sent it to the appropriate authorities.
The FBI conducted database reviews, checks, but was unable to further identify the person who actually made the comment.
The worst high school shooting in U.S. history, exceeding Columbine by 2 fatalities, began around 2:30 as school was starting to let out, when, according to the school superintendent, the suspect arrived in an Uber. According to investigators, he then shot and killed 3 people outside, then went inside, pulled a fire alarm, and while wearing a gas mask and carrying multiple magazines as well as smoke grenades, started shooting at students and teachers as they flooded into the hallway. He then fled. An assisting Coconut Creek, Florida police officer spotted the suspect in a neighborhood about a mile away and arrested him.
I pulled my vehicle over immediately, engaged the suspect. He complied with my commands.
We offer these words, O God.
Students and families gathering today outside the school grounds, tributes and mementos for the victims. On the fence outside the police line now hang 17 crosses, 1 cross per victim, placed there by Chaplain Robert Osler of the city of Cape Coral.
They were worried about a pimple. Someone comes in and starts shooting. They shouldn't have to worry about being in a war zone.
And not too far from the high school where we are right now, a vigil has now begun at the City of Parkland Amphitheater. It's an open-air park. We're expecting many, hundreds if not thousands of people to attend to pay homage and commemorate the lives of those 17 people killed at this high school yesterday, and of course express condolences and grief to their families who have had their families absolutely crushed and destroyed. It remains a very complex and active, humongous crime scene investigation. More than 2,000 people have been interviewed so far. More will follow. Also, the investigators are still analyzing the school's surveillance camera videotape, trying to even better piece together the alleged gunman's timeline. For example, why were only those specific 4 classrooms picked? That still we don't know. Brett.
Phil Keating, live in Parkland. Phil, thank you.